What's going on, everyone? It's Park Vidence, and it's a bright future for a legend at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and that's going to be Loch Ness Monster, the legend lives on. There's some great news to get into in this video, but first, I just want to re-talk about the project itself to get you guys to know some info. If you didn't know, Loch Ness Monster had its celebration this year for operating for 46 years. With that celebration, came with a new project for the park. People seen track that was freshly repainted yellow on a truck being shipped to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which gave people some hints and people having a lot of questions. Then, which would be later released by the park, that a reimagining is happening called Loch Ness Monster, The Legend Lives On. This project would consist of 900 feet of track being replaced, which we now know that the manufacturer to replace this track is Premier Rides. The plaza and queue would seek an overhaul to fit the revamp with some storytelling and some history with Loch Ness Monster, and sections of the track will see audio visuals, and the coaster will having new soundtracks and more. Also announced that this reimagining will open in spring of 2024, which is really cool, and I like that idea, so we could get a lot of experience before the summer season and all of that. So I like that idea of opening in spring of 2024. Now let's get into the very good news and when I think this coaster will open for the park next year in 2024. Also, I want to give a thank you to BliXXardStorm Coasters for the footage. Link to his channel will be in the description down below. Now, BliXXardStorm has captured the good news that all the track work for Loch Ness Monster, The Legend Lives On, is now completed and done. All the 900 feet of track that Premier Rides and Busch Gardens Williamsburg was working on is completed and done. Premier Rides and Busch Gardens Williamsburg worked very hard since November 1st, when we were told by the park that when they were first being started on the project, which was told to us by the park, like I just said, they went straight to work and flew past and finished the replacement for the track. Now, I really am excited for this project because I just want to see how well Premier Rides did with the track and how their track feels. And also, I'm just excited overall to see the overhaul and the storytelling, the history, and I'm excited to see the tunnel. My one thing with Loch Ness Monster was the tunnel. I felt like the tunnel it was just dark. It was a dark helix. It didn't really have much. It was just dark. You couldn't see for a certain period of time the helix, and it was just dark. It's just no experience in there. You're just doing a helix in the dark, and I just felt like that section of the ride just really needed something. So I'm very glad that the park actually did this, because now this section of the coaster that I really wanted the most to get something is going to get something. So pretty excited to see how well the park does with effects with this section of the ride, and how well Premier Rides and Busch Gardens Williamsburg did with the track with Loch Ness Monster, The Legend Lives On. But the only thing left with this coaster is now the overhaul of the plaza and the queue. Like I said, with the storytelling and the history with Loch Ness Monster, the audio visual effects in certain sections of the coaster, and testing again for the coaster, which the coaster has to be retested, obviously, before they open it to the public again. So with these being the only things left, in all honesty, I really could see this coaster being retested, and most of the stuff that the park has to work on will be done by the end of February. And I can see testing being done in the end of February. And I really think we could see an opening in April or May based off what's left. If the weather and other situations hold up and there's not very much interruptions, I really could see this coaster being done in April or May. I'm leaning more towards May, but we might be surprised and get an April opening, because if you don't know, spring is March, April, May. So we might get a surprise and get this open in April, but I'm leaning more towards May. So that'll be pretty cool to see this coaster being done pretty early in spring, so we could get a lot of experience with this coaster before crowds build up, because it's going to be very new. So crowds are going to build up for it so they can experience this new revamp. But yeah, once everything is processed and done and we get a lot more updates, I'll keep updating you guys on this coaster. And when everything is done and we get an opening date for Loch Ness Monster, The Legend Lives On, I will definitely be so quick to update you guys and let you guys know on the opening date on when Loch Ness Monster, The Legend Lives On is opening. at Busch Gardens Williamsburg for the revamp. And yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. And if you want to see more things Busch Gardens Williamsburg related and some Loch Ness Monster The Legend Lives On, because next year I'm going to have a lot of things with Loch Ness Monster The Legend Lives On posted on this channel, and I'm going to have a lot of Busch Gardens Williamsburg thing posted on this channel as well next year. So if you want to see all of that next year and a lot more updates, along the way, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video from Park Visions. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. And I'll always keep appreciating you guys for watching. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.